Well, good morning, Junior Canes fans. Today we are playing 1494 yellow. They are in the yellow. We are the away team today. And I think currently we're in third or fourth seed and playing against the number one seed, I believe. Don't quote me. So this should be pretty fun game.
It always worked before when I used like the website, type in the code or whatever, but now that it's still searching for your the scoreboard feature is awesome.
Yeah. We will have 3 14-minute periods, and period one is just about to begin. Winchester taking a face-off on this one. And goes between the legs of Ford, but Junior Canes pick it up. Number 60 tried to send that in, and 1494 picked that one up. 1494 makes a pass ahead. Take a shot on net, and first goal of the game. 13:40 left in the period, and score is 1-0, 1494. Canes win that face-off. Defense sends it up to Ford. Ford trying to get it in, but 1494 takes it away. They lose the puck on the entry. And Canes struggling to get it through the neutral zone. 1494 picks it up in their own zone. They send it up to center, and that's picked off by one of the Canes. 1494 does get it back in the zone, though. Goes to the other end, where good forecheck by Mortensen. Back keeps it moving forward into the zone. Eventually, 1494 does get it out. They enter the Canes zone. We will throw it to the other side. And they're going to call no icing on that one. $14.94 does get it out of their zone. Canes get a line change. Winchester sends it up to the neutral zone, but 1494 slots it back and back into the Canes zone. Fighting the firewalls. Puck does come out and goes offside on the re-entry. And that puck goes back into the 1494 zone. They collect it and send it through the neutral zone. Canes bring it back up. Lots of back and forth here. Canes bring it into the 1494 zone. Take a shot at net. Just goes off the shoulder pad of the goalie. 1494 will regain possession. Canes try to keep, and they do. They bring it back in. Another shot, center mass. That puck was going nowhere. Kane's starting to put on the pressure now. Putting it back behind the net. Centering pass is fanned. 1494 tries to clear. Back, sent it to the other D, but it went there. 1494 brings it into the Kane zone. And a battle ensues in the corner. Puck comes out to center. 1494 gets that chipped away. Good defense. Try to clear this puck. And the shot on goal will be saved by Martin. Looks like we have a helmet malfunction on the 1494 goalie, so we're waiting until he gets set. And looks like he's back and ready to go, so we'll get this play started. .1494 wins this face-off, sends it back to the D. Sends it up forward, but then Kane's take it away. He needs to get this puck around. He does so. See if he can get close to the net. Another move, but too many 1494 players on him. So 1494 picks it up, sends it deep into the zone. Should be an icing, and it will be. A quick shot on goal from the face-off. Gets saved by the goalie. Shuey sends that, and Hal almost sinks that one in the back of the net. She's a little off balance on that shot. We'll have a defensive line change for the Canes. Canes win this face-off, try to center it, but 1494 will pick them off, and they'll have a drive the other way. Puck gets sent to the firewall, and Canes will try to turn it. 1494 picks it up and dumps it deep into the Canes zone now. Roaring out with the puck behind the net. He tries to clear, unsuccessful. Cal comes and helps out, and 1494 will pick that one off. Canes pick it back up, though, and we got a 2-on-1 drive the other way. And shot on goal, looking for the rebound. A little too high for that. And a kid left his feet to dive over Winchester and take him down. And no call was there. Rebound goes at the feet. And what a shot through traffic. Canes pick up a goal with 9:28 left in the period. Scores 1-1. Definitely an intense game here. Winchester will pick that one up. I'm not sure who got the assist or not. Definitely a lot of puck sticks in the front of the net. And Canes parents thought we were down a man, but we weren't. Mortensen now with the backhander and goal. Within 10-15 seconds of the last one, 9:15 left in the first period, and scores 2-1 now. Canes lead for the first time in the game. Canes win this face-off back to D. D will send that off the boards and bank it to Mortensen. Mortensen with the last goal, see if he can do it again. Shuey is fighting for the puck on the near boards here. And puck comes out. 1494 does chip this out of the zone and race to the puck now. Number 60 trying to get there before, and he does. Lifts the stick right at the end. Right idea there. He'll take the puck around behind the net, sends it across to our other no number sub. And that puck doesn't clear the zone quite. But Canes pick it up and get it through the neutral zone again. And he will bank it back into the Canes zone. A little more time and space now for the Canes to reset. And they'll send it up to their forward. No icing because he touched it. But 1494 will pick it up in their own end. And met with some resistance, though. Tries to send it around the back wall. Goes up and over the rail. And good keep by Winchester with a skate to get connected there. And he's going to get a shot that goes up and wide of the net. Let's get sent back behind the net. Winchester will pick it up again. He doesn't have full control over it. Sends it centering pass. It's back fighting to keep this puck in. And Roy will pick it up in his own end. Sends it up. And 1494 will take it, and offside will be called. 7:42 left in the first period here. Some fun hockey to watch. Very fast game. So on the intentional offsides, we'll have a center face-off. Mortensen will win this back to D. Wasn't really there at the time, so he gets to it, though, and the battle ensues to keep possession. Number 60 protecting the puck, trying to bring it into the zone. He does so, but just a little bit offsides. .1494 take that face off. They chip it up to the neutral zone and enter the zone. Canes will get close to it, and they chip it to the corner. And Canes pick it up, chip it through the neutral zone. Need to stay on him now. Mortensen with a good forecheck to chip that down. Shuey now with the puck, and Mortensen, and shot just goes wide of the net. And Shuey pinches, and that doesn't work out, so we need to get back. Martin gets back to try to back check. Does a great job keeping them to the outside. Puck goes center, but they miss the centering pass. And Canes will pick this one up and take some time to clear the zone. Martin with some good moves to get around some of the defenders. She sends it towards the net, and it goes wide into the corner. Winchester now trying to pick up the puck, but 1494 is there. I think that's Roy on the side too. He dumps it in towards the goalie, but 1494 will chip it the other way. No icing because it hit one of our players, so they'll reset and regroup. And positioning looked really good, but like that pass was a little bit far to reach for Winchester, so he couldn't connect with it. Roy now shot from 494 for right to get to him. 5:51 left in the first period. Face off to the left of Martin. And Canes will kind of win that. A little bit of a toss-up. Puck goes to the back of the net. Roy will send this around the boards. Go to 1494's point. Canes stop that from moving closer to the net. Pass up to Winchester. He's got to put some wheels on here. If he wants to get there, he's got some help. He makes a move, and puck comes out, but on the backhand. And another shot on goal. Centering pass again. 1494 picks that one off. Canes are still there. And another... sorry, I had too many things to say all at once. The goalie will cover for a whistle on that one. It's too early to talk this fast. 5:20 left in the period. Canes still up by 1. Mortensen wins the face-off back to Shuey. And puck goes in deep to the corner. Kane's still with possession. Mortensen looking to see who to get it to. He centers that pass. 1494 will pick that off, though. And tries to bring it in the neutral zone where Mortensen will back check and take it away. Then 1494 does pick it up eventually. Another forward check and a collision at the same time. Battle for possession now. Mortensen picks up the puck. He brings it through the neutral zone. Goes left. He gets a little bit of traffic, though. Number 60 will pick it up. He sends us cross the ice. Right idea to our other sub. He'll send it in deep. No icing. He's over the red line. Puck goes behind the 1494 net where they'll pick it up. But they are met with some resistance. So good passing right here. This puck comes out to the point. But his stick was caught up with 1494's stick and he wasn't able to collect it. So now we got a 2-on-1. Missed pass, but they're going to call that a tripping. So we'll have a man disadvantage on the penalty kill here. .407 left in the period. Not a good spot to be right now. Being up by 1, we got to really do a lot here to keep this this power play for the 1494 team at bay. And 1494 wins that on the face-off, but their shot goes wide. And 60 tries to wrap it around the board, send it out, but they're not successful. Winchester, sorry, not Winchester, it's Dicklin goes down, and a shot on goal goes top left and in the back of the net. So the score now is 2-2. Penalty now is expired, and we have 3:52 left in the first period. Winchester pushes on that face-off and gets the puck moving forward, but 1494 also puts some pressure and winds up sending it into the other zone. Should be an icing, but isn't, so Canes will pick this up behind their net zone, sends it across the wall to Roy. Roy will bring this through the neutral zone. He's got 3 guys on him, and that will be called for offsides because Roy entered the zone. We'll have a line change for the Canes. And 1494 picks that one up. Shuey on the race to check him, and shot goes off the pad of Martin. Canes get it to the neutral zone. 1494 tries to get it back in, and they do so for an icing because he's behind the red line. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off here. Junior Canes win that face-off back to Schuerman. Shot on goal. Impressive glove save by 1494 goalie there. Canes send this behind the net. Bounces and goes off the corner. Shuey pinches and sends it the other way. 1494 picks it up, tries to clear, but they're unsuccessful. Puck goes back behind the 1494 net. And Canes will pick it up, tries to center, and backhander goal. We have a hockey game here for sure. It's a pretty intense matchup. So 2:38 left in the first period, and score is now 3-2 Canes. Probably one of the most fun hockey games I've watched in a while. .1494 wins that face-off, but Canes push and get it into the 1494 zone. They try to send it out, and they do so. So they try to take it through the neutral zone, but they're met with a poke check. Winchester picks him off and goes to the far side. He's got 3 guys on him, 4 guys, and 1494 chips it, spats there to keep the puck moving the right direction. 1494 picks him off, though, and will bring it into the zone. They leak it in deep, where they'll pick it up and send a shot that goes off the back of the net. Canes send it the other way, and 1494 will be there to collect it. They send it back to their point, and puck is chipped, collected, and moved back through the neutral zone here by Ewer. He sends it up towards Winchester, who gets tangled up with a guy, but he sends the puck in deep to the corner. We just need someone to forecheck now and get after him. And 1494 will use the boards. Chewy will pinch, and shot off the post for Winchester. Chewy again with the puck. He sends this one in. Deflection almost made that one in. Another good shot there. And Winchester gets this chip back to number 60 and race to get to the puck. Ewer will get there and sends it into the corner where 1494 is. Gains on all sides, and 60 pinches and gets the puck away. And that will be a trip, maybe a little bit of an embellishment, but also a trip. So we will have another penalty kill opportunity here with 58.6 left in the period. And then we'll start the second period on that penalty kill for another 30 or so seconds. So got to do our best to clear this, get through these 58 seconds here. Puck goes back to the 1494 point, who moves this puck around. Shot on goal goes high, and that won't make it in. Strack now trying to clear this zone, and 1494 gets a little bit of a stick on it to keep it in. Lots of Canes here, though, get this one out. They do so. Goes back to 1494, 40 seconds left in the period. They get it back into the Canes zone. Martin will pick it up. Martin with the puck. She sends it to the neutral zone. 1494 collects it again. Roy with a chop that he misses, and Martin putting the pressure on. 1494 goes down in the process and gets it in deep. Martin again with the puck, trying to keep it around, away from 1494. Corner pass misses, and 14 seconds left in the period. This puck is sent the length of the ice, and they're going to call no icing because it hit one of the 1494 players. So this should expire the period, and we'll have 30 seconds for a penalty kill. It's probably the best way to do it, because then they only got to worry about 30 more seconds instead of a whole minute and a half. So going into the second period, we have Canes at 3 and 1494 at 2. Still a lot of hockey to play. All right, so again, we'll start with you in the box. And 32 seconds left on that penalty. So just hold them for 30 seconds and then get full strength again. 1494 wins that face-off, and eventually Canes do pick it up, get it into the zone. You've got to make sure we play defensively on this power penalty kill here. 20 more seconds left on that. A shot attempt and another shot attempt, but couldn't stretch out with the stick. And Canes turned it the other way, but 1494 battles in neutral zone. And eventually comes away with it, brings it into the Canes zone, makes a move, stop that, and we have full strength again on the Canes. So Shuey will pick this up. He sends it the length of the ice, but offsides by 3 miles. I don't think Mortensen really knew what was going on there. It happens. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off to the left of Kean. .1494 wins his face-off to the winger, and they send it center, but they had a lot of traffic to get through and weren't able to. They'll send this back to their point, and who sends it in deep. Canes pick it up and try to dump it out, but aren't able to. Poke check to move that puck out of the way. Good stick save by Martin. Sends it to the corner. Canes will wrap it around the boards. Nobody home except for 1494, who sends it across to their other D-man. He goes down in the process and takes a shot that goes wide. Battle behind the net to get possession here. And Canes will whip this one out. Goes in front of the net. Another shot goes down, and that shot also goes wide by 1494. Canes finally get it dumped out, and if this goes length of the ice, it should be an icing, and it will be. So we'll have a change on both sides here. One of your warmers. Just one. So Winchester needs to try to win this face-off to the right and or back. And 1494 gets it. Quick shot that gets blocked by Schuerman. Centering pass is denied. Lots of traffic to get through. Goes off of another player, back to the boards there, over the net. And Canes really struggling to get this puck cleared. 1494 sends it in deep. They're going to try to center that. They met with some Canes, but they do eventually get possession again. And Canes ship it out again to their point. And battle on the forward wall here. And puck does eventually leave the zone. And Canes try to push it the other way. 1494 will pick this one up, though, in their own end. And they'll make a move to get around. They pass it up. They got a 2-on-1, but they got some back check that will help and keep this puck wide. And a battle in the corner. 1494 gets the puck again, and they get it right in the front of the net, but he takes it the other way. Wide open winger here. Takes a shot that goes off of Shuey, I think. And Canes will move this puck up. Foul in the neutral zone. She brings it into the zone. She goes down. 1494 will pick it up in their own end now. And that puck just barely chipped to their forward. Mortensen chips it away. Canes still trying to clear this out. And they do so. 1494 goes down, trips him in the process, but Canes pick it back up and try to send it to the net. 1494 still hasn't touched it yet, so there should be another tripping. Puck goes far, and that'll be a penalty on 1494. Should be two, but I think they're only going to call the one. So the Canes will go on a power play. Canes with the offensive zone faceoff. Winchester will take this faceoff. 1494 wins this back to their D, tries to send it up, but Canes are there to get it back in deep. Ewer sends it in behind the net. No number tries to center. Winchester now has the puck. He goes around the net. He tries to send it back the other way, but hits off the stick of the 1494 player and wasn't able to do so. This finally gets leaked out to defense, who will send that in, deflected off of a shoulder pad of one of the defenders. Back to Point. Point will send this in again, and another block. Winchester tried to send it in over a couple guys and gets his shot blocked as well. 1494 with the puck, and they bring it in deep into the zone, sends it up the wall. Canes trying to clear this, weren't able to do so. And this puck gets out to center, where Canes will pick it up into the neutral zone, sends it up to Winchester. He takes this wide. He's got 3 guys to go through. He'll take a quick shot. That goes high, and he tumbles in the process and gets it back up. 1494 now taking it, and they lose the puck and go for a change. So we'll have a little bit of time and space here to make some decisions. 13 seconds left on the power play. 60 sends it up, and 1494 Point will grab that, but goes out of the zone anyway. 60 picks off that pass. He's got some help here. He's trying to make a statement. Penalty has expired, so we are at full strength on both sides. Shuey keeps his puck in, but 1494 eventually gets it out as somebody was changing and basically cherry picking on that one. Luckily, we caught him. Peter Kane sends us up to the boards, and a move to get this puck out. Almost a trip there for Mortensen, on Mortensen. And 1494 makes a move, but they blow a tire in the process, so Morty will pick this one up, sends it back to Shuey. Shuey will send this towards the net, and loose puck in front. Good opportunity, but we couldn't get the rebound. 60 sends it around the back of the net, where I believe, not sure who that is in the corner fighting for it, but Canes take over possession, and that shot wrap around almost in, but not successful there. Canes pick it up again. They look around to see what their options are, and they'll send this to the center. Shuey will pick it up, and he's going to take a shot, and goalie will pick that up and cover for a whistle. 7:49 left in the second period, and score is still 3-2 Junior Canes. A lot less scoring has happened this period, for sure. Winchester wins this face-off, but it goes off the ref's skate, and eventually they lose possession. The 1494 will chip this one out to the neutral zone. Winchester played back and tried to get it centered, and 1494 keeps it in the Canes zone. Back is back to grab that puck. He sends it behind the boards the other way. Cow now is going to pick this up, and she tries to send it through the legs, but wasn't successful. Puck eventually gets up, another tripping on that one, and they will call that. So Canes bring it into the zone, and 1494 will touch it, and we'll have another tripping on that with 7:10 left in the second period. So Canes will go on another power play. Mortensen will take this face off. No number. Sorry. This puck gets wrapped around the boards by 1494. And 1494 will chase 60, but this will be an icing call. Unlike the NHL, who can clear on a penalty, youth hockey is not allowed. Same with the delayed offside. We don't get that either. So Mortensen wins this to the forward on the right. And 1494 will do the same thing again. Let's see if this goes all the way around again. If it's got legs, and it does. So another icing will happen. It's 6:50 left in the second period and 1:10 left on the power play. And that puck gets pulled back to Chewy, who will send it. Goes off the pads of the goalie. And this puck goes around the left side. 60 pinches and keeps the puck in the zone. He's going to go drive to the net. He's going to try to take a shot. And from one sub to the other, we get a goal on a one-timer opportunity. So score is now 4-2 Junior Canes. Penalty is, of course, expired on that. We have 6:30 left in the 6:30 left in the second period. Already played the first period. And 1494 win that back to their D, who will send it off the boards. Canes will pick it up. Martin now with the puck. She's going to bring it into the zone. And she's got some help with Winchester in the middle, but 1494 chips it, and they lose it at their feet. They just barely chip it out, and this will get set back towards the zone, but not out, and 1494 will pick it back up. So we got a little ping pong action. Puck comes out to the center, and Martin with a good forecheck. Canes are putting a lot of pressure right now. They try to clear, and they do. Goes neutral zone. 1494 forward will take that, and they get to the net. They hit it off the back of the net, though. Puck is sent towards the boards, but not enough juice to get out. 1494 still in possession. They send it across the ice. They take a shot that goes wide, and that goes around the boards and back to the far side. And another shot goes wide into the corner. Martin there with the puck. She tries to get this cleared. Puck comes out to center where Spack is, and he gets us up to his forward. And 1494 takes this puck away and sends it back the other way. There's no icing on that. It won't have enough legs anyways. D takes it and will push this puck up into the zone. He loses it for a moment, and then enough to have 1494 chip this out of their zone. Spack sends it up to Dunbar, who sends it across to Mortensen, who makes a move, and shot opportunity there. I should say he took the shot, but good opportunity for the shot. But rebound goes wide, and we weren't able to collect it. Puck goes back behind the boards. And a fight to get possession. Mortensen picks it up. He tries to take a shot, but he has some sticks in the way that pull him back. Roy pinches and keeps that in. Mortensen now with the puck again. He's going to take a far shot. Tries to get a rebound action to happen there. Centering pass. Mortensen, he sends it high over the net. Another good opportunity. A lot more pressure on this run for sure. 4:05 left in the period. Roy keeps it in the zone. And Cal will back off to defense a little bit. Puck gets sent up and out, though, and they're going to call no icing on that one. And Spack gets back in time to break up that play. It could have been a bad situation there for us. Kane struggling to get this puck out. 1494 keeps it in. Good way to tie up the man right there. Good idea. Kane's trying to chip this out through a bunch of traffic, and they're not able to. 1494 sends it back deep into the zone. Leaks around the corner behind the net. Spack goes to smack that a little bit around the corner. 1494 tries to take a shot, but they weren't able to. And fight to get puck possession. Mortensen picks it up and sends it up to Dunbar, who's going to try to bring in the zone, and he does. Dunbar bringing his puck in deep and getting checked in the process. Come on, camera, move the way I want to. Sorry. 1494 picks it up in the neutral zone. They enter the Kane zone, take a shot that's easily deflected by Martin. Puck comes out to the center, and diving chip is by Schuerman, who gets this puck moving around, eventually gets around the board. This probably will have legs and be an icing. And it will be. 2:33 left in the second period. Score 4-2 Canes. And 1494 win this back. Comes to their point. They weren't able to get a full shot across. And eventually the Canes do get this one out of their zone. 1494 defense picked it off and fell in the process, sent it to the neutral zone. And number 60 entered on an offsides. This puck is one forward. 1494 defense can try to chip this one out, and they're not successful in doing so. Number 60 will pick this up. He gets close to the net. He tries to take a shot. That was not. Oh man, that was a really close shot. That one went off the inner post of the goal and then turned the other way for 1494. Backhander goes wide of the net. 60 will pick this up. He sends this to get out of the zone, but defense will pick that one up. Eventually does get out of the zone. 1494 will bring it in on an offsides. And 1494 wins face-off back. Canes chip it out, though. Winchester with a breakaway opportunity there. 3-on-1 situation. Tries to move that puck around, but shot goes way high. 60 now with the puck. He'll bring this into the crease, and puck's loose. He's still loose. And a couple of chips at it. Ref is watching, and eventually the goalie does cover.
That was great.
1:17 left in the second period here. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we have a face off on the outside dot. And 1484 will pick this one up. Roy was playing good defense there, but wasn't able to stop him from the high shot in the corner there. So with 1:04 left in the period, scores now 4-3. Third period is going to be a battle for sure. And 1494 wins this face-off. They send it across to Carolina D. .1494 picks up possession of this puck, brings it into the Cane zone. They're trying to center, and they're not able to do so. And a penalty, I think, is on the play. Hooking call on the Canes, so Canes will go into a penalty kill mode. With 41 seconds left in this period. Similar to the last period, we got to do our best to hold them off for 41 seconds, and then we'll start the third period on a penalty kill as well. And 1494 wins us back to their D, moves the puck a little bit, and shot goes wide. 1494 picks it up again, though. They go down on the play, and puck is almost chipped out. Eventually does get to the neutral zone, 23 seconds left. 1494 re-enters the zone, does a hopping maneuver I've never seen before. That was pretty cool. And shot luckily goes off the post and does not enter the net. He beat everything but the post. We'll have an icing with 3.7 seconds left, so we'll have one more face-off at least. And the 1494 coach getting frustrated with where his players are positioned. And that will end the second period. Canes go into the third period with a lead of 1. And they will have 49 seconds of a penalty kill upon the beginning of that period. And the 1494 coach, not acting in the best interest of safe sport, in my opinion, or USA hockey rules. I feel like I'm watching the Mighty Ducks when they played the Hawks in Mighty Ducks 1. So we will have 14 more minutes of hockey to play here. I'm not sure if we go into any sort of overtime if the game is tied. We are in semifinals, so if we do win this game, we will go to the championship game at noon. This is elimination round, though, so whoever does not win, their hockey is over for this weekend. And this puck gets wind to the 1494 side. They'll bring it into the Cane zone. 40 seconds left in the penalty. Dunbar skates past the puck. He almost had a stick on it. They'll bring it close to the net, and a centering pass missed. But weird angle shot goes in the far end of the net over Martin's shoulder. So the penalty will expire. 13:42 left in the third period. We are tied. We are tied at 4-4. And that puck gets won by Canes, who will get into the zone. Almost get into the zone. 1494 chipped this back out and puts some pressure on Spack, who eventually gets it to Cow. She'll send this out. 1494 picks it back up and gets into the neutral zone. They'll chip it in deep now. And they try to center, and defense gets it sent out. This gets cleared, and 1494 will send it from D to D, back to D, up to forward, and they fumble the pass, so that puck goes in deep. Goalie will cover with 13:04 left. Canes win this face-off back to D. Chewy sends this towards the net, and it's chipped by 1494. Will pick this one back up. This puck gets sent behind the net of the Canes. Canes will pick it up, trying to get this one cleared out and moved up. This gets into the neutral zone. Winchester down with the puck. He sends it up into the zone. 1494 picks it up and uses the boards, but they're unsuccessful at getting it out then. They do eventually get it out, and Schumann is able to catch up, but a shot gets off, and Martin swats it down. Number 60 picks it up now, brings it to the neutral zone. He's got some speed, and he's got some drive. He can make the shot, and they actually can't get it off, though. Puck goes around the boards. Caves will pick it up, sends it back in deeper behind the net. Canes send it back around the boards. Lose possession, though. 1494 tries to chip this out, but they're not successful at doing so. Puck gets sent from the point towards the goalie. 11:57 left in the third period here. Mortensen wins this puck back to Spack. He's going to take a shot towards the goal. Just goes wide. Another shot goes into the mitt of the goalie, and he'll cover for a whistle. Puck gets one back to Spack, who sends it across to Roy. Roy tries to send it in, but hits a stick and eventually bobbles in from the right winger. Score is now 5-4, 11:42 left in the third period. Still a lot of hockey left to play here, though. And puck gets one back to 1494, who sends it back up to their center. He'll bring it in the zone, and he's met with some poke checks. Shot goes off behind the net. Martin goes down, but he gets the puck out. Roy moves it up. And Spack tries to chip this puck out. Eventually it gets to Mortensen, who brings it into the zone. He's got help on the other side. Will he use it? He is, and missed one-timer opportunity there for Martin.
Good job.
Canes chip it back, and 1494 brings us into the zone. We keep him on the outside. Shot goes off, but goes off the side of the net. Puck then gets put around and eventually exits the zone. Goes back in the zone momentarily. Sent to the far wall. Mortensen's there, but doesn't get to in time. Roy keeps it in the neutral zone, and he does so again. He'll chip this up. And 1494 will send it across the other way. Should have been icing because he's behind the red line, but refs didn't deem it necessary. Cal has the puck now. She's going to move this into the neutral zone. She's got some good speed. Puck goes to 1494, who falls backwards on the play. Canes weren't able to keep it in the zone, though. Dunbar now with the puck. He brings it into the zone. Good moves. When he gets to the net, he's got a lot of traffic to get through. He wasn't able to do so, so puck goes to the corner, now behind the net. Winchester tried to center that over the net. Was unsuccessful. And 60 keeps it in, and .1494 brings it behind the net. They're trying to get this out. They have a lot of people in front of them. Number 60 keeps it deep in the zone. That helps us out a lot. Cal now with the puck. She tries to center to win. Perfect setup play right there. Chloe is a rock star with those one-timer passes. She really is. So the score is now 6-4 with 9:40 left. That gives us a little cushion, but still not enough to call this one. Anything could happen here. Mortensen's line wins that face-off, goes to the winger, who sends this one into the zone. 1494 will pick this up in the corner, and Canes regain possession. Mortensen makes a move, but gets tangled up and wasn't able to finish it. 1494 sends it up to their center, who brings it into the zone. They're kept on the outside, and centering pass is denied, but he picks it back up with a sick backhand that I don't think Martin ever saw because of the screening that he had in front of him. So the score is 6-5 still Canes lead with 9:17 left in the period. And 1494 win that back to their D. They'll send this off the boards and to the Canes D, who will chip it forward and bring it into the zone. And shot could have went off a little bit quicker there, but a stick went down and blocked that from happening. Puck comes back out to Shuey, who sends it to the far side. There's a good pass there, but that was taken away by 1494. Schuerman with the puck again. He's going to bring this one into the zone. He chips it in deep, and offside will be called. Just barely, but it was. Winchester, Martin, and Nicolin will come in the forwards. And 1494 will pick this puck up. Good chip back to slow the movement down, but wasn't able to keep it away. Puck goes to the side of the net behind the skate of Martin. So, saved, but he didn't know where it was, but he did the right thing and stayed in position. Good face-off win there by the Canes. Goes back to the 1494 point, though. And center takes a shot and glove saved by Martin. Good idea. Great job. 8:24 left in the third period, and hopefully the game. Let's go Canes. .1494 wins this face-off, sends it back to their point. He'll try to take a shot, but he gets blocked in the process. They eventually get it deep in the zone behind the net, and Winchester will come flying in to pick up this puck. He wants to get some speed on this one. He's got somebody back checking. He's going to try to take a shot, but he wasn't able to pull it off. Eventually goes back to Martin. Martin keeps it in the zone. Winchester and Martin fighting to keep possession. Winchester peels off for a moment. Back sends this in deep. Martin now with the puck. She sends it towards Winchester, who sends a chip up. It just goes to the outside of the net. Wraparound opportunity was denied. 1494 will pick this one up, and they got a one-on-one situation. Roy's trying to back check, wasn't able to do so. And eventually he does puck spitting in the middle of the slot. Puck gets sent up, and Mortensen back on the ice now. He's got a good opportunity here. He takes a shot. That doesn't go in, but eventually it does leak through. Score is now 7-5. Canes with 7:23 left in the third period. Way to crash the net, boys. Keep playing your game. Mortensen wins this face-off back to D. He will chip it off the sideboard there. 1494 tries to bring it back in. It's going to be an offsides call. And they go down, but looks like number 77 and Mortensen collided. But they seem pretty cool. So face-off win back to Shuey, who will dump this one in. 1494 does get it out, though. Cream it off the wall. And back to Shuey, who chips us up towards Mortensen, who tried to make a move, but 1494 picked him off. 60 eventually gets in there, and he has some fun with the puck. And that puck goes off the boards back to Schuerman, who will send it up to Cow, who eventually gets it to the neutral zone. Mortensen gets it up to Dunbar, who brings it into the zone. He tries to make a move and gets the puck taken away. But Cow is there, and shot goes wide. I think one of the 1494 was looking for a penalty, but wasn't one to be called. And possession is going back and forth right now. Canes now still with the puck. Eventually 1494 comes away with it. 60 pinches, and they fumble in the process. Thankfully no call on that. And this puck gets to the neutral zone. Dunbar brings it in. Eventually comes back out, though. Schuerman now will take this in. And Schuerman takes it towards the net, and opportunity there, but they just had too much traffic in the front. Puck gets sent back to Roy at the point. Or is that Spack? That's Spack. 1494 eventually picks it off, though. Schuerman sends it back to the neutral zone. Mortensen now with the puck. He keeps it in the zone, but 1494 chips it away. And Mortensen getting held by the other player. He was trying to get out of the zone, but he was being held up. 1494 brings it into the Canes zone. They have a lot of sticks in their way. 5:15 left in the game here. And Winchester comes and picks that puck away. He's got a 2-on-1 situation. He's got some help. He sends that pass, and they weren't able to deliver another centering pass, though. Roy chips that puck away. He keeps it deep in the zone. And this puck goes around the boards. Winchester with the puck again. He tries to send it back. Canes pick this up, centering pass, and goes off the goalie. Good save, goalie. And Roy with the puck. He sends this one towards the net. Goes off the post. Spack now sends this one center. Winchester with the puck. He's got a lot of sticks there. Roy now with the puck. He sends it over the net. Lots of shot opportunities here for the Canes. Jack pinches and keeps his puck in and goes back to his position. Another shot opportunity. Lots of traffic in front, though. That puck gets blocked. And this puck will get iced by 1494 to give them some breathing room. Actually, yep, it will be. 4:07 left. Excuse me. I'm sorry. 4:07 left in the third period. Mortensen will take this face off, and 1494 will win it, but Canes are still there. Mortensen with the Bardowski, and great setup there, great goal. Way to stay with it. Score is now 8-5. Canes lead by 3. Again, as it stands, if we do win this game, we will play at noon Eastern in the championship game. Boys have definitely fought hard. And puck gets dropped in the center. 1494 eventually comes away with the puck. 60 puts the poke check on, and offsides would be called for entering the zone too early. And this is one back to Shuey, who sends it up to Mortensen. He'll just tip it around. Mortensen gets possession of the puck. He turns and sends it forward again, but 1494 is there to pick it up. Shuey now keeps it in the zone. Eventually, 1494 does chip it out. And 60 turns it, sends it back to the neutral zone, or tries to. 1494 eventually picks it back up. They take a shot on the net, but it goes to the back side of the net. Mortensen trying to get rid of it, get this puck. Shot goes to Schuerman, who will try to chip this one out. Eventually he does. I think that is Nicolin that just got it taken away. 1494 loses possession for a moment there. And this puck is chipped over high to the glass. 3 minutes left in the period. Puck gets set behind the net. And 1494 with possession still. They'll send it deep, trying for that side angle shot that they have gotten a few times today. Schuerman now with the puck. He's going to take his time getting towards the zone. Right idea. He chips it over. He brings it into the zone, and he goes in deep, sends it around the boards the other way. And 1494 will pick this one up. No Canes there. This eventually gets chipped down. They're going to call this a no icing. So Martin takes a whack at it, but then it goes to a 1494 player to take a shot on the side of the net. Winchester now collides. And he goes down from 1494 checking him. And this shot will go off of Martin and still loose. 2 minutes left in the period here. Good for Winchester getting back up and into it, though. And he gets a good check on him, and he winds up, they make a mistake. So Winchester now up front with, seems to be Dunbar maybe. And this puck goes back. There's a minute 40 left in the game. 1494 picks up the puck. Roy trying to back check, and he does so. That puck goes wide around the boards. Cal will pick this one up, and she is going to bring it into the zone. She's got a little help there with her, but a lot of yellow in front of her. She centers it, but nobody's there. And this puck gets chipped back, and the puck eventually comes out. Back to Spack, who exits the zone, though, so we have to wait for the clear. This puck gets sent up, but to the wrong player. Winchester and Cal now to bring this one in. She'll bring it in. And she sends it to Winchester, who just misses the pass. He centers it. Again with Winchester with the puck. He sends it back to Spack, who sends it back in right away. Good idea. Winchester overskates him and misses that one. 45 seconds left in the game here. He's got to hold him for 45. And this centering pass is shot to the back of the net. With 35 seconds, the score is 8-6. Canes up by 2. And Canes win this back, but 1494 is there to press. They have pulled their goalie, so they have the man advantage. So, all the Canes are going to be looking for that empty netter shot. So Canes have possession, 22 seconds left on the clock. 1494 takes over possession again. And Mortensen and Ewer, I think, were fighting for that one. Canes try to clear this, 10 seconds left on the clock. This puck will exit the zone. We'll have no icing, and this game will end. Good job, boys. Way to play some hockey today. Both teams were admirable for sure. We played a great game of hockey on both sides. Really, really fun game to watch. And it looks like the boys are definitely happy about this win. This is a big, big win for them. Again, my favorite part of the game right here, good sportsmanship. Thank you. So you'll see us back here at noon Eastern in the championship game. Bob Winchester.